Good morning. Today I would like to give you a presentation and introduction about the company, about Conrad Petroleum. Conrad Petroleum is a company I founded about 8-9 years ago. It is a Singapore-based entity, but all our operations are in Indonesia, and we have our headquarters in Jakarta. We have a very strong technical team there, and we have a very strong operational team there. In 2010, as I said, I founded the company, and from then to 2016, we acquired a couple of blocks, and I will show you where our portfolio is in a second. In 2016, we recapitalized the company, and we started meaningful operations. We drilled a very successful well in 2017. We had a very big discovery of gas in Natuna Sea, and you can see in the bottom of this slide, you can see our flow test, our operational team, and of course the rig going to location. It was our first it was our first operation, and it went very well in all terms, budget, in terms of performance, HSC and everything. So we were very pleased with that, and we are about to repeat that this year. We will be drilling 2 wells, one appraisal well on this field that we discovered, and an exploration well in the same PSC. The company is private and will stay private for some time at least. It is funded by ultra-high net worth individuals, and we're very well funded for the time being. We just finalized a very big fundraise, and it will take us, will cover our operations for 2019 and 2020 for that matter. As I said, the company is really Indonesia focused, and you will see that in a second. So this is our portfolio of assets, and I would like to spend a little bit of time on that. Duyung PSC is a block which is located in Natuna. It is where we had our discovery, and it is the main asset we have. It is last year we got a plan of development approval by the government of Indonesia, and the PSC was converted from exploration to exploitation. Having said that, we still want to confirm volumes, we still want to confirm continuity of our reservoir, and that is why this year we're drilling an additional appraisal well. In addition to that, we have a great prospect there. For that matter, we have more prospectivity, and that's why we are drilling the exploration well. As you can see, in the southern part of this map, we have another PSC, which is called Offshore North X-ray. This is pure exploration. Just last week, we acquired another PSC, which is called Offshore Manggalihat. This is again a pure exploration, but very close to a tremendous province. I mean, it is within a province that it is very, very prolific. It is close to Nunukan, very close to where all these big discoveries from Petronas are. And for that matter, just north of where Mahakam is and all these prolific areas of nearby Balikpapan. In addition to that, normally this is a secret, but the Indonesian government took the privilege to make an announcement about that. We have 2 very large joint studies, which basically we have the exclusivity and we have the first right of refusal. They are in Aceh. They are in an area which is very, very, very underexplored, if not unexplored. And we are very excited about that. It contains a couple of small gas discoveries, and we think there is a lot of running room in terms of additional exploration. We do believe that the small discoveries can also be commercialized. They were discovered in the 1980s by Unocal. At the time, these were thought to be sub-commercial, and they were sub-commercial at the time, but times have changed. So that's our projects at the moment, and certainly we are looking to build more blocks. We're looking to add more blocks. We look to expand this portfolio in Indonesia, and certainly we want to stay in Indonesia. One thing I wanted to clarify here is that we have almost 100% in all PSCs, with the exception of Duyung, where we have 76.5%. The remaining is with another couple of companies, which both of them are here, Core Energy and Empyrean. So let me go to the next one. I wanted to show you what we have achieved in the last 3 years. I mean, it's quite remarkable. As I said, with the oil prices going to pieces basically in 2014, it became extremely difficult for anybody to do any activities, and in particular exploration activities, and that remains the case. I mean, I heard yesterday, for that matter, that exploration cannot be funded. Ourselves, somehow, we have managed to fund exploration and to fund exploration from private investors, which I think is very, very good. So as you can see, in 2016, 2017, we did our first fundraise. Excuse me. We raised about $10 million. And in 2017, we drilled the well that I just mentioned. Additionally, we shot some seismic in offshore North X-ray. So we had 2 operations back to back, and both of them were very successful. 2018 was a much quieter year in terms of operations. We did our studies, we prepared our POD, and we further funded this work with a $5 million fundraise that we had. So again, we were very successful in raising funds, internally for that matter, from our existing shareholders. And now 2019, 2020, again, a very, very exciting year for us. A lot of operations. We're planning to drill the 2 wells. And also we're shooting some 2D seismic in the new block we just acquired. So that required a certain amount of funding, and just recently we completed our fundraising again with another $18 million. And why I'm saying that? Exploration, I know, is not a favor of the day, but there is money for exploration if you can target it in an appropriate way, and if the company manages all the time to deliver on its promises, and that's what we have done. So what we have fully funded at the moment is the wells, as I said, in De Jong, the work in Aceh, and also the seismic that we're planning to execute in offshore Mangalihad. What I would like to say is what is our strategy and why our strategy is so attractive. We're not looking to do wild exploration. We're not looking to go to deep waters. We're not planning to drill expensive wells. That's not our strategy. And certainly, we are not a producer. We know what we are. The size of the company, both in terms of human resources and capitalization, does not allow us to go to production. And we don't want to be there because we believe that this one doesn't give you high returns. Where we want to be is on appraisal side. Appraisal, bring it to development, divest, and recycle. That is our strategy, and that's where we want to stay. That's where we believe it is the highest of the returns, and the better, it is a very attractive investment for our shareholders, and we want to stay there. I've gone very fast, actually. Here is our contacts, myself, and also our CEO. Normally, I don't think you have questions in these kinds of, but I wanted really to make it very fast to allow for any questions if you're interested. Yes.
How have you found marketing your gas volumes from the PLC? Did you find a receptive market in Singapore for your potential gas sales?
Yeah, the market is there. There is no doubt about it, and we also have a hedge of agreement with a major utility there. So the market is there. When it comes to pricing, though, of course, there are some challenges. You very well know that Singapore is trying to convert itself to an LNG player. So, and because of the LNG prices being where they are, of course, that creates an issue with the pricing. The demand is there. It's just a matter to find the right pricing mechanism. So, and that's what we are doing, and we're trying to convert our hedge of agreement to a gas sales agreement. There is no doubt that our gas will become more attractive a little bit later. I mean, we can have better prices next year, and that's what we're trying to do with gas sales agreement. The market though is there. Anybody? All right. Thank you very much.